What is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, host of When Persona Speaks, fellow. I just lost my train of thought. Sorry. Your boy Persona, Gaming with Persona, part host of What's Up PlayStation Podcast, and host of When Persona Speaks. And what is good, guys? How y'all feeling today, man? How is everybody doing today? It's Monday. I had a bad case of the Mondays this morning. El Matador. I had a real bad case of the Mondays, man. I just did not feel like doing anything. I really didn't feel like doing anything, man. Like I woke up this morning, took a shower, all that good stuff, and then I'm still working from home with my job, and I'm sitting here at the computer, and I'm just like, man, that stuff was like super stressful today. I had to really truck through it, but yeah. So it's Monday, guys. This is definitely gonna be like a, not too super long of a stream. But yo, shout out to everybody here, man. Omar, what's good, bro? El Matador, what's good? Stealth Guy, what is good, man? Rollo God, what's good? Vedger, what is good? Wavy, what is good? G Junior, what is good? Pug, what's up? Mark Perez, what is going on? Me Wall, what is going on? Appreciate all you guys coming through, man. Round of applause for the people in the chat. I said round of applause for the people in the chat. So glad you guys are here, man. Definitely appreciate you guys, the early birds here. Yeah, Court. It's funny. When I woke up this morning, the first thing I did, well, one of the first things I did was I definitely turned on the PlayStation and I checked to see if the beta was still working, because I was gonna get a quick harm room and get a quick mission or two in, and I checked. And it was like, nope. I was like, I was hurting because I was really hurting because I was like, damn, man, like I still want to play, right? But Friday will be here before we know it. Yo, Chris Righteous was good. There was some fun to be had with some characters, but overall, meh. I mean, that's cool. Appreciate you guys coming through though, man. This ain't no Chris. This ain't no Anthem 2020. Definitely not. But yeah, guys. So this little impromptu impressions is definitely going to be the impressions of the Marvel Avengers beta that happened this past weekend. And man, let me tell you, I've been really excited for this game. Like you guys know from the war tables and everything, I've been looking forward to this beta weekend for a while now. Yo, Dom P, what's good, man? What's good? I've been looking forward to this beta for a while, right? So I was really happy when the beta came out. Really happy. I was excited. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I did an initial stream Friday, where we talked about a couple things, for that stream. But for me, I'm gonna start off like this, okay? So the beta, the initial demo area where you're on the Golden Gate Bridge, that was dope. Like I liked it for what it was. I think my favorite characters. It's funny. My favorite characters in this beta will have to be, because you get to use everybody. Realistically, you do. Favorite characters is, no lie, it's Captain America, Kamala Khan, Hulk, obviously. Come on now. Hulk, and no lie, my surprise favorite character is Black Widow. Yo, Black Widow, I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it. All right, so peep it. Let's start from the beginning. So I started with Hulk, right? Because, Hulk is Hulk, right? Who's not gonna... I love Hulk. Hulk is one of my favorite characters in the entirety of the Marvel comic book universe, right? So I'm using Hulk, and I played on hard because I didn't want to play normal. I didn't want to do brutal because I didn't want to go that far into it, at least not in the beginning. So I'm playing as Hulk, and I'm not gonna lie. When I was playing as Hulk, it took some getting used to. It took a little bit of getting used to, just because I was. I don't know, like I was just like trying to. Part of it was me trying to get acclimated with the controls. Then another part of it was me trying to, you know, understand Hulk's combos, understand where he shines, his movement and things like that. Yo, Link, what's good, bro? You know, all those different things, right? So I'm sitting here and I'm just like, okay, uh, let me get acclimated with Hulk. And if you guys were watching my stream on Friday when I did the stream, you'll know it was some getting acclimated to when it came to Hulk, because Hulk was definitely, it took some time to get used to him. But once I got into like the rigmarole of like how the game is, how the combat is, and how the flow should be, I was flowing, man. And the mission that we did in the forest, I forgot the area specifically, but the mission, yo, Link, Rome, what's good, man? Appreciate you guys coming through. The link in the mission that I was initially doing in when you were with Hulk and Kamala, that mission was dope, right? That mission was just really cool. Like it, just because it had Abomination, it had Abomination. It had, it had Hulk versus Abomination. The combat, the amount of combat that was happening in this mission, the action and things like that in this game is really great. Really great and really, really, really fun. Like that portion of it, I can't stress. The combat and the action of this game is phenomenal, right? So Hulk as a character, he's great, but I think with Hulk, my issue with Hulk is two things. One is his charge attack, which is his triangle attack. His charge attack is a little too slow, where like he gets interrupted. Like, like the amount of times that Hulk gets interrupted sometimes when he's using his moves, I'm like, okay, this is kind of throwing me off, right? Because he's Hulk. So he's like, well, Hulk, you would think, he's not going to get interrupted. But when you use the rage factor, right? When you're using his rage, it actually makes you stronger, and it allows you to kind of do more and do more crazy stuff. And I'm going to explain the rage factor and all that stuff in a little bit. But I just want to go through the characters first. So Hulk is dope, right? Then let's go to Kamala. So think of Kamala as think of Kamala as Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic. That's really who she is, and it's like really dope because like the way she's swinging and her combos and her moves and stuff like that really are really dope, man. Like I really, and I already knew I was gonna love Kamala from like the war tables and the different trailers and gameplay and stuff that we've seen. I already knew that Kamala was definitely gonna be a character that I was excited for. So getting to play with Kamala, understanding her move sets and things like that, she's really really dope, right? Then with Iron Man, it's funny. I was super against playing as Iron Man in the beginning of the beta. I was like, I don't really care about Iron Man and Black Widow. I was mostly focused on Hulk and Kamala, right? Then, as I'm, Saturday, I'm getting deeper into the game, getting deeper into the beta and stuff like that, and I'm really trying to explore different stuff. I'm sitting here and I'm like, yo, man, let me just try these characters. I want to try everyone so that I'm able to kind of get a great understanding of how everybody is. Oh boy. Oh boy. Iron Man is I'm actually surprised. I'm very surprised how great Iron Man was to me. He is like he feels like straight out of the movies, like with how he fights, like when you can fly around and like you're shooting his pulsar beams and his beams and stuff like that, and like as you're flying around you're trying to taking out the enemies and he's zipping on side to side, moving around and stuff like that. Iron Man was actually really really fun character that I really had fun with him. He's dope. He ain't the best, not to me, but he's up there. Like you know what it is? Everyone in this game feels very different and unique. right? No one character feels the same. Not even their fighting, like how they fight, feel the same, right? Everyone feels very, very different, which is a really good thing because it keeps it fresh. So Iron Man, he's more with the gadgets and stuff like that. So he's got the rockets, he's got the laser, he's got the photon beams and stuff like that. He's got the unibeam as one of his specials. He's got this EMP pulse that like supercharges him and also EMPs everything around him. Really dope. Then he's also got the Hulk Buster as his special, as his ultimate, which is really great because the way you go and get into that and all that, really fun, really dope, right? And so I really was digging Iron Man quite a bit. Then we gonna get into the greatness. We have to get into the greatness. That is Black Widow. Guys, listen, guys and girls, hear me out here, okay? Hear me out here.
We got company.
I'm gonna show you, man. This chick, I am very surprised. Hold up. Pardon me. I am very surprised by how great how great Black Widow is. Right? Uh she is like combo city. Like if you're looking for if you're looking for a if you're looking for a character that you want to get like some real slick combos in and stuff like that, Black Widow is definitely that character. Don't get it twisted. Alright, so Finesse King, you're gonna have to get up out of here, buddy. I don't like how you talking, bruh. Goodbye. So, when it comes to, I'm talking and you're talking about answering your question, hold on. But, now your question is not going to get answered. So, fuck off. Anyway, so when it comes to Black Widow, like, everyone's got their own types of combos and stuff like that. But when it comes to, like, Black Widow, like, her combos are, like, they're, like, I don't know. They were just like so fun to do. Don't get me wrong. Kamala Khan's combos were really fun too. But Black Widow, just her combos they're just great, man. Like, they're just great, bro. Like, I really, really love Black Widow like a lot, man. She's so dope. Hold on. What's up with this? Hold up, guys. Let me, yeah, man, like, dude is talking about answer his question. I'm like, my man's, I'm talking. I'm not going to stop talking and answer your question. Hold on. You got to wait. Now your question doesn't get answered. So, like I said.
We can do this.
All right, so people. Yo, and keep in mind here, right? These are, like, I haven't unlocked all her skills yet on her tree. Like, she's just like so fun to use, man. Yo, Andre, what's good, man? Then this is her ultimate where she connects her electric, I forgot what you call them, but she pulls out the electric staff. She connects her what you call it? I forget. They're nunchucks, whatever you want to call them, and she connects them into a staff, and then it gets electrified. And she just does what she does, man. And like, yo, she is going in. I love this guy. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I had to put Black Widow on the squad. Because Black Widow is really about that business. She is really about that business. And I'm sitting here and I'm just like, yo, is Black Widow really this good in here? What? I was super surprised. So Black Widow's on the squad. She's really fun. Like I said, if you try to get like some super fancy combos and you try to do like some, what's crazy? She's a mix between. Let me see. It's a mix between. She's a bit of Dante, but no lie, a small bit of Spider-Man, right? And the reason why I say that is because if you look at the way she jumped like Spider-Man, right? From 2018 Spider-Man from the PS4. Not only that, but she's got this grappling hook. She's got like this grappling hook thing that she can pull herself in to people and like start doing moves and stuff like that. And so like she's a mix between like a Dante type of character with the combos and a little. You see how she got the grappling hook and all that. She kind of reminds me of Spider-Man just a tad bit, with some of her fighting. But she's really dope. She's really dope. Like I can like Stealth. I can see this being like, you seen a little bit of how Spider-Man's gonna fight because she definitely. You see how like you pulled them in and stuff like that. Like you see how she's doing like the kicks and all that. Yeah. I think that's why I love her. I like her. I love her so much in this game is because she definitely does fight. She definitely does fight like I can imagine Spider-Man fighting like this. Like I'm not surprised. Yo, Cyber Dragon, what's good, man? Joshua, where can I get the game? I mean, you get it anywhere. You pre-order it on the PlayStation Store, if you want, or you can buy it from is that really a question? So when it comes to Black Widow, this is the harm room, Vedger. This is like a training area where this is a training area where where they like do like trainings and stuff like that. Okay. And then like I said, when Iron Man and the way Iron Man fights, he's more like air-based combat, right? And I was trying when I was fighting with him using this, I was still like trying to get used to like how he fights and how he plays and stuff like that. But he's definitely more of like an aerial style character. He can definitely get up close and personal and do some fighting like that. But I think where he shines most is more like airborne combat and stuff like that. Because there's 3 different types of when you level up the characters, there's 3 different types of there's like 3 different types of like range based moves that you can get. So for example, for Iron Man, with Iron Man, he has the beam, the regular beam. He's got the laser, and then he's got the rockets. Then with Black Widow, she has the regular dual pistols. Then she has dual submachine guns or dual Uzis. Then she's got this Magnum gun that like does stupid damage, right? So that is like and then like with Hulk he his ranged ability is he can pick up a rock and throw it. But then when you upgrade it, then if you upgrade his range ability, he can pick up an entire, like he picks up this huge entire piece of the earth, like a big boulder type of thing, like a big slab of the street, and like he throws it at motherfuckers, or he'll use that slab as like his weapon, like he'll start smacking folks with it. Plus he can also, he's the Hulk, so with Hulk he can grab enemies and like use them as like a weapon and start hitting other folks with the enemy, and then throw the enemy away and like slam the enemy on the ground. Hulk is so great. But he does have, like I said, he's certain areas where he can be a little bit better. I think his movement's a little bit slow. His jumping is great, like his traversal and how he's supposed to get around is great. But I think because his movement is momentum based, right, with Hulk. So with Hulk and his momentum based movement, you kind of got to jump in order to get the highest jump. But the problem is that Hulk's running is too slow. I feel like Hulk's running needs to be a bit faster so that it's easier for you to build momentum and get the right jumps. Because if you're just in a stationary position and you jump, he's going to jump a little bit high, but then you got to kind of jump side to side to build up the jumping momentum to get it higher. Then you can jump onto on the wall and then jump off and jump somewhere else. I feel like if his running was just a little bit faster, and he ran just a little bit fast because, like, although the Hulk is a big character, Hulk is this guy is fast. Like, like that's all muscle. Like my man's is fast. Hulk can definitely move very fast, and he's very agile. Excuse me, he's very agile. So it just felt kind of strange that like when he's running, he's not running as fast as he should. You get what I'm saying? But he's still a great character. Another issue too, and I think I don't want to say this is just a Hulk issue, but I noticed it most with Hulk. The camera, right? The camera in the game is it gets wonky at times because the lock on in this game is so loose, right? Because you lock on with R3, but then you also change enemies with R3 as well, like with your right analog stick. So because you're changing enemies with the right analog stick, and that's also what you use as the camera. The lock-on's just moving all around crazy, every time you move in the camera and all this other type of stuff. So it's kind of, the camera can get wonky. And then in Hulk's case, he's a bigger character. So when he's fighting in close quarters with enemies and stuff like that, oftentimes the camera will be like right on his shoulder or like in these weird positions where you're fighting the enemy, but you can't see it because all you see is the Hulk's big ass head or his shoulder or something like that. It gets weird sometimes. So those are things I think the camera positioning can be fixed. Can definitely be fixed with the beta. But in terms of those four hero types that you get to play with during the beta, very, very solid, right? Very solid. I really did enjoy my experience with a lot of them. So to touch on the other two characters, or is it three? Other two characters or whatever. So with Thor, because you get to use all the characters in the very beginning of the beta, because like I said, you get to play the Golden Gate Bridge mission, right? So in the beta, when you're playing as like Thor, I like Thor. It's funny. I mean, it's very quick when you play with him, so it's really hard for me to really dissect how good he is or isn't. But with like the 2 or 3 minutes that I was able to play with him during the beta, he was pretty cool. Like I liked his hammer throw. You know what it is? Thor felt very God of War-ish, right? Like if I had to make a very good comparison that everyone here would understand, if you're playing as Thor in this game, it's gonna feel like you're playing as Kratos in God of War. That's the best example I can give. He is a great character. It was really fun playing as him. His electric abilities were pretty fun. His hammer throw was great, really solid. The hammer throw felt like the God of War axe when you're throwing it. All those things felt very familiar, right? So, Thor was cool. And then with Captain America, man, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's funny how great the people with no powers, how great they are in this game, right? Because even with, Captain America, I guess you can call him, he's a super soldier, so I guess he has some type of power, but whatever. It's the strength of 3 men, all that other stuff, blah, blah, whatever. Anyway, with Cap, right, this dude, when you're playing as Cap, man, this guy is a machine, bro. The combos I was doing with him, and again, these are like base combos because I was still trying to learn the characters. His combos were really fun, man. Like it was really, really, really fun fighting with him using his shield throw and all that stuff was really great. You can do like a multi-shield throw where you throw his shield, it'll hit multiple people, bounce off the wall, come back to you. His hand-to-hand combat, very solid. His mid-air combat was really good too. His mid-air to ground combat styles was really, really great as well. Definitely something that I thought was like really great. Captain America definitely very solid, very, very dope character. I really enjoyed him a lot, and I actually cannot wait. I cannot wait to get my hands on him in the full game, right? So that's the characters. They're solid. They're fun. definitely really great, right? So to move into like the gear and the upgrade system, um, the gear in the game. I have to be honest. I was so enthralled with trying to play. I was looking at gear stats and stuff like that, but I was trying to get as much time as I could into playing that I was just like I really was just putting like the strongest gear on. I was looking at some gear stats, like so. For example, with Black Widow, I remember there was a gear piece that I put on where whenever she did a finisher, it would release this gamma. It would release this gamma burst, or something gamma, where like she would get like this gamma burst around her, which I believe that's supposed to make Hulk stronger or something like that, the way it was explained. And then I remember another one where with Kamala Khan, where I had one of her arm pieces where whenever she did a heavy attack or something like that, it did like a mini explosion or something like that. The armor in the game definitely one thing I can say about the armor is the way the armor is structured in terms of how you can set up your character. It's definitely very specific to the characters that you're using. So, or not even just the characters that you're using, but I can tell with some of the armor stats and the armor pieces that it's set up in a way where you can build your character to be a specific way. You get what I'm saying? And then there's also the upgrades, the upgrade system of the armor, where you can use resources and stuff like that to upgrade a specific piece of armor even further, because the armor pieces also get multiple benefits within the armor piece, where if you upgrade the armor, you get another benefit from the armor, which is pretty cool. It's very standard looter RPG esque types of type of display when it came to that stuff. Not nothing that like was too crazy. It was cool though. Like I did like it. Yo, Dribble, what's good, man? Andre, what's good? I don't know if I said anything to you. So what's up to you? What's good? What's good? Pug said, I wish the stuff you put on your character changed their looks though. Yeah, I mean, you would walk around looking weird with like some mismatched stuff, but I get what you're saying. But one thing I do like is the fact that with Quanvo, what's good, bro? One thing I can say, in terms of cosmetics, right? One thing I can say is when it comes to the cosmetics of the armor, the cosmetics that you can choose, if they go down the right path here, right? If they go down the right path, they're definitely going to have some really solid cosmetic options here, because from the cosmetics that you could choose from with the characters that were available, really dope costumes, some real iconic costumes, some really cool costumes that I think it gives this individuality-esque look where we all won't be the same, very uniform style. Like, so for example, with Hulk, I had damn it, I forgot the name of the oh my god, I forgot the name of the I had Grey Hulk, and he was in like this tank top and these purple corduroys and shoes and a bald head, like it was just some straight up regular, some regular stuff. Then with Black Widow, I had her black and red Black Widow silk costume, pretty dope. Then with Iron Man, I had his regular Iron Man suit, and then with Kamala Khan, I mean, come on guys, I had to have the official Miss Marvel. I had to have the official Miss Marvel outfit on for Kamala. I mean, you already know we had to do that. You feel me? But there were a lot of options in the game, in the beta, when it came to the cosmetics. There were a lot of options that you could choose from, which I thought was really dope, because again, it adds a lot to the... Yo, Dribble, thank you so much for the super chat. Sup, I'm so good having a baby. Sup, I'm so good having a baby, but pooing my pants. Oh, you're having a kid. Yo, you and your girl are expecting? That's what's up, man. Round of applause. Congratulations. Big congrats to Dribble, man. Congrats to you and your girl, man. I hope you both have a healthy, wonderful baby. So Uh, when it comes to, the cosmetics, I feel like they're going in the right direction, right? I definitely feel like they're going in the right direction when it comes to the cosmetic options. Because even with the cosmetics are stuff that you can, at least from what I've seen in the beta, you can get the cosmetics in the game with using the in-game credit. Like, you ain't got to spend no real money. I think they said there wasn't going to be any microtransactions, like even for the cosmetics. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Yo, Mr. Corleone, what's good? Do you know if what we did this weekend moves over to the next weekend, or do we have to start over? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Mr. Corleone. I'm not sure, man. I hope it does, cause yo, I put in a lot of time this weekend. I put in quite a bit of time this weekend on the game. You feel me? And I'd be kind of pissed if it reset. if if it reset this weekend. But then again, I'm also like, all right, whatever. I'll just do it again, because realistically, that's how much fun I'm having with the game. You feel me? When it comes to like other different like cosmetic items and stuff like that. So there's comic books that you can collect within the world, within the missions and stuff like that, as your collectibles. And one of the comic books that I saw was with Kate Bishop and Hawkeye, which yeah, we might. Some of the comic books were definitely telling. So what I mean by that is like they had the Avengers, they had what's this Avengers number? What was it, number 15 or maybe or something like Avengers number 15, comic book number 15 or something like that. But they had like Vision on the cover. They had one with Black Panther, one with Kate Bishop. I know Barry said he saw one with She-Hulk, right? So, it was one of those things where I'm like, yo, if we can get Black Panther, if we could get Vision, and all those different things, that would be dope. Kate Bishop, I really don't care for. And realistically speaking, I don't really care for Hawkeye either, right? Uh, Dribble says, so is Avengers worth getting? In my opinion, I'll let you know at the end. I'll let you know at the end. And, we'll definitely have a conversation about that. But, in terms of Hawkeye, if it's the Ronin Hawkeye, where like his hand-to-hand combat is him fighting with the sword, and then like his ranged abilities would just be with his arrow, I'm all for that. But if it's just straight arrow, no, I'm not for that, man. I really don't care. Then again, I shouldn't even say that, because I wrote off Black Widow too, and then I used her, and I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. You feel me? So it's definitely one of those things where I'm just like, there's endless. I'm excited. I'm very excited. The cosmetics, like I said, were pretty cool. It wasn't like a whole lot, but there was enough there to have you intrigued. There was definitely a ton of different costumes there, because some of the costumes you can only get by completing the challenge cards. So they had challenge cards in the game where if you complete the challenges, you can unlock some of the iconic outfits and stuff like that. So like I said, a lot of it's not tied to you having to pay real money. Like, you just really play the game, right? So the two story missions that I did, or three, it was three or four actually, four story missions, like actual story missions that pertains to the actual story of the game. One of them is, obviously the Abomination mission with Hulk, which is cool. Another one of the missions is where you have to go to the tundra, which is a snowy area, where you have to get Jarvis access to some mainframe computer thing so that he can you had to get Jarvis into Shield's computer system so he can fully unlock the helicarrier. I think that was the mission structure for that one. Pretty dope though. The missions were cool. There was another Hulk mission where you had to go to an AIM facility in the forest and stop them from using gamma radiation to complete some of their research and stuff like that. So, the missions were pretty cool. And then some of the other missions that you do, like there's like a strike You know, if we're talking in Destiny terms, a strike-esque type of thing that you do where you travel to I forgot the area, but what you do is you have to stop AIM from uh, sending data to like another facility to get like some important data away from where they were at. And there's at the end of the battle there's like this huge, first off, this this mission was crazy, because like as soon as you spawn in this, because Shield had did like a bombing run on this area or whatever, so like everything is fire and brimstone, like it's fire, trees are burnt, it's real foggy, real smoky, and there are a ton, when I say a ton of enemies. So like as soon as you spawn into the into the mission, and you fly and you move up a little bit, it's an entire army of enemies trying to stop you from getting in. And when I tell you this mission was so fun, like I did this mission, no lie, like maybe 20 times during the course of the weekend, because you get some good loot and stuff from there as well if you play on the harder difficulties. So when I tell you that, like, this mission, especially playing on hardest difficulty or like close to hardest difficulty, this mission is really hard, and it's so fun and rewarding because it's so chaotic and it's so much going on, and it's just like an all-out battle, and it's fun, and like it's just really fun and really great. So you know, I really enjoyed that mission, because then at the end you have to fight this huge AIM. Like when I say huge, this AIM robot was like the size of the Titanic or something. Like this thing was huge. And you know, the final boss fight was really good. And then like, you know, the different chests and things like that you can find within the mission, really cool. And then you know, like some of the enemies, like they have like secret enemies that you can fight that'll drop like special loot and stuff like that. I enjoyed it. Yeah, and this mission, it's funny too, like with the missions, especially if you're playing on harder difficulty, the mission structure definitely calls for you to be very very team orientated, because it's gonna be certain enemies that's gonna be shooting you and you ain't gonna know where, and they gonna like one shot you and drop you, and then you just like, yo, what is going on? Like it's really gonna call for like the entire party, the entire team to be on point and killing enemies and moving, constantly moving around. You can't stand still. You can't stand still. You gotta move. You gotta move around, right? So the mission structure in the game, based off all the, cause I played all the missions multiple times, the mission structures in the game I think is gonna be really cool, right? If they stick to this type of mission structure where it's, because even the Manhattan missions, okay, so there's another story mission where you're in Manhattan, and the name of the mission is Enter the Avengers. And it's a very big open area, right? Not surprisingly, but it's a very open area, right? A lot of chests, a lot of different places you can explore, a ton of enemies, ton of things to do. Really great. If they stick to this type of mission structure where it's large enough to where because even in like each area felt different. And when I say different, even like some of the areas that took place in like the forest area, in Utah or wherever, right? Even though like 2 or 3 of the missions took place in that Utah region, the mission structure themselves felt different. But not only that, but the way the areas were laid out also felt different. Yo, get this work, what's good? It all felt different, right? So when it comes to, you know, how the missions go, if they keep it structured like this, I definitely think it's gonna be. I mean, it's a game that I think I'm gonna sink a lot of time into and really have a lot of fun with. Even when like some of the enemies, like the reason, you know what it is too. The reason why it's so great is because the enemies don't feel like no slouch, right? Like you really gonna be fighting these enemies, like the spider tanks and stuff like that. Especially when they come out the gate shielded, you really gonna have to work to take these dudes down, and it's fun when you're doing it, especially if you're doing it with friends. It's always gonna be fun. But even by yourself and you playing as like, because there's quite a few times actually, I was playing by myself because I wanted to see how the companion AI and stuff like that would be. The companion AI is on point. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, they definitely, you know how like a lot of games, if you're playing with AI, they'll kind of do stuff in the world, but then they'll kind of stand back and let you kill everything. In this game, at least from what I've seen, like there's times where like Hulk would be beating the crap out of fools off to the side, and I'm like, damn, Hulk is really fucking these dudes up. Like, what is going on? Or like, doing the supers, doing the power moves and stuff. The AI feels good in this game. It definitely, I think it's done pretty well, in my opinion. From what I've seen so far, that can change, but from what I've seen so far, it's pretty solid. Um, I lost my train of thought. Oh man, I just had it in my head. I lost my train of thought. Um, oh, okay. So let's talk about the performance issues, right? So I did mention that the camera can get real wonky sometimes. Like I said, I mostly noticed it with Hulk because he's bigger and like, but I did notice it, with Black Widow, Captain America. I'm sorry, not Captain America, Iron Man. Yeah, I did know. Like, I think overall the camera can be a little wonky, and I think that's something that they need to tighten up. I do think that they need to fix the lock-on system. The lock-on system for this game definitely needs to be improved because it's definitely an issue, in my opinion. Like, I rarely use the lock-on after a while because it was just throwing me off of my game because, it would just have me all over, because the lock-on system just keeps moving every time you move the camera. I had to turn it off after a while. So yeah, there's that. And then when it comes to the actual performance issues, I played the game on resolution mode, so I was playing it at 4K with the HDR and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna say that I definitely there's definitely a frame rate issue. There's certain times in the game, Francisco, what's going on, man? There's definitely a couple things in the game. Like, there's certain times in the game, certain areas in the game where, if there's a lot of things going on, you definitely going to see them skips. You're going to definitely see those frame rate skips and stuff like that. You're going to see it. That's definitely something that they need to fix. Francisco, welcome, man. Appreciate it, man. Hope you enjoy your stay here, man. That's definitely something that they need to fix because it didn't happen so often that it took me out of my game, but it was noticeable enough to where I can see, especially if they, when the full game comes out, I can see this being an issue where, like, if every mission that you're doing, if too much stuff is going on, it's having this frame issue and all this other stuff. I can see that being an issue, right? And again, I was playing the game in not in performance mode. I was playing the game in resolution mode, not in performance mode. Yo, Baltimore MVP was good. It's a skip. Oh man, bro, it's a it's a buy for you, boy, man. It's fire, man. It's fire. So the frames definitely need to be fixed, and that's funny because I think with the PS5 version. Oh no, bro, we can't do that, bro. Sorry, bro. What is up with these trolls today? I don't I don't even know you. I can't shout your channel out, bro. Come on. But even when it comes to shit, I just lost my I just lost my train of thought. Man. Oh, but when it comes to like the PlayStation 5, I feel like the PS5 will definitely smooth out a lot of that stuff. And this is why I think with this game, I think this game is coming out. It's an ambitious game. And I think it should, like, I don't know, this is probably just me being biased, but I feel like everything after Ghost should be coming out on PS5, especially something like this, because this is a very ambitious game. It's going to be 4K 60 on a PS5. It's going to take advantage of all the PS5 bells and whistles. So I feel like a lot of these performance issues that we're seeing now are only temporary, but then I also wish that this game was created solely on next gen consoles because we wouldn't see any of this stuff, in my opinion at least. And I do think it's a very, very, very ambitious game. If Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix and Marvel handle this right, because when I'm playing this game, I don't know if you guys ever played a game called DC Universe Online, but when I'm playing this game, I get a lot of those vibes, right? So with DC Universe Online, it's one of those games. Quanvo says, I'm not sure the frame rate will be on point with an update and on the next gen consoles. Yeah, I think next gen consoles will fix a lot of that stuff, personally. Baltimore says, no, I'm not. I'm saying that. I'm not saying that. I was saying skip because of frame rates in my Shonen Sharp voice. Oh, Shannon Sharp. Oh. Yeah, it's I mean, I get it. For me, I'm a little I'm excited for it. Like, performance issues and stuff like that. I hope they get that stuff fixed. But I think with the PlayStation 5 version, it's definitely going to be one of those games where this game will benefit most from the PS5 and next gen consoles, just because that extra power, that SSD, more stable frames. It'll be 60 frames and all these different things. I definitely think it'll benefit more from next gen consoles. But in terms of the game in its present state right now, really fun. I'm really enjoying the game. It's a day one. I mean, it's already pre-ordered. It's a day one. And I'm playing it on September 1st, not September 4th, because if you pre-order the digital deluxe, you get to play the full game 3 days early. So I'm all for it. But when it comes to this beta, it hit a lot of high points for me. And, as a Marvel fan, as someone that loves, superhero games, superhero comics and things like that, this game definitely shined. It shined a lot brighter than it shined bright. It definitely has potential to shine brighter because, like I said, some of the performance issues that I did experience, not as crazy as what other people were experiencing, but I did see performance issues. I did. Because even when fighting, which is crazy, because even when you're fighting the big spider tank at the end of the strike mission, there wasn't any frame issue. And there's a lot of stuff going on there. Especially if you're flying around as Iron Man and doing all this other stuff. There wasn't really a lot of issues going on there. But then, like, when you're fighting some of the smaller enemy, or fighting, smaller enemies, there's a lot of enemies happening. A lot of people doing their supers and doing moves and stuff like that. You do see the frame rate issues, so it's weird. Like I said, it wasn't as prevalent in my playthroughs as it was in a lot of other people's playthroughs. One area that I really enjoyed a lot outside of the missions and stuff like that was the harm rooms, right? So the harm rooms, think of the harm rooms as training areas where you go into like a blank room, and you fight like 10 waves of robots, of aim machines and stuff like that, and different enemies. Really fun, a really great place to level up your character, especially if you're playing on harder difficulties. A really great place to level up your character. That's where I was going whenever I was like using a new character. Before I would use them, I would like get their level up. Yeah, the danger room. Thank you. I couldn't. Shout out to Mr. Coleon. I couldn't. The danger room. Yeah, it's like a danger room from X-Men. So, it's a great place to level up your character, and it's really fun. Like, it's so fun, especially if you're playing by yourself. Even by yourself, it's really fun. Like, it's just fun, right? It's just really fun. So, like, I was in there a lot this weekend, leveling up characters, trying out different combos, trying out different moves, and all this other stuff. Really cool, really great. So, ultimately, my impressions for the beta, I'm going to have to give it a 4 out of 5. Or a 8 out of 10. Let's say 8 out of 10. We'll do an 8 out of 10. Because, like I said, the performance issues and stuff like that definitely is something that needs to be addressed, and definitely something that needs to be fixed. The camera issue needs to be fixed. The lock-on issue needs to be fixed. But outside of that, for me personally, Those are the only gripes that I have. The characters are fun. The story missions that we did play seemed great. The strike missions were great. The regular smaller missions, fun, great. Enemies, great. You know, they hit hard. You know, it's as if you're playing on harder difficulties. Those enemies are gonna mess you up. They're gonna mess you up for sure. You know, you got your ranged enemies, you got the ice attack enemies and things like that. The enemies were great. There were even it was even certain playthroughs. I remember me and Barry, we were doing one playthrough. It was me, Barry, Sick, and Court. Shout out to them, where we were doing one playthrough of a specific mission, and it was like a secret room that we had figured out, and we got access to it. And it's just like, damn, yo, they got like secret rooms and secret chests and all that stuff. It's just dope. Like, it was cool. You get what I mean, man? Like, it was just cool as fuck to play. You know, like I for me, the fun factor is there. A lot of fun. The game is a lot of fun. If you're looking for something that's gonna be really fun, something real easy to play with your friends, or you just trying to play by yourself or just play online, whatever. It's fun. It's fun as fuck. I love it. Straight up. I love it. I actually can't, Rollo, I can't wait to play it on PS5 because I want to see that 4K 60. I definitely want to see how this game's going to look on PS5. I'm really excited for that too. But ultimately, I am excited for the game. I'm excited to get into it more this weekend. Also, this weekend is this weekend I'm torn because this weekend is the Avengers is coming out. You know, again, the second beta phase. But also, the Tony Hawk demo comes out this Friday too. The Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 demo. I needs to play that. You feel me? And I'm going to definitely be streaming that Tony Hawk. I'm rusty. I haven't played. Yo, listen. The last time I played a Tony Hawk game, man. Now I got to think. What was the name of that Tony Hawk game on PS3 and 360? That was the last one I played. Tony Hawk Project, Tony Hawk Project Skate or something like that? That was the last Tony Hawk I played. I didn't play this Pro Skater 5 because it just didn't look, I don't know, it just, I was good. Yo, Raph, what's good, bro? I need an Iron Man single player game with all the gadgets and tech. Insomnia could easily do it. Yo, Quanvo, you know what's funny? This Iron Man in this game, if they made a separate, like, straight up Iron Man game with this type of Project 8, thank you, Core, Project 8, thank you so much. If they made like a Iron Man game with this type of fighting combat and style, man, that game would fly off the shelves, man. I'm a firm believer. I think we're gonna be seeing more like standalone Marvel hero story-based games next gen. I really think, because they see the success of Spider-Man, and you can do so much more. Like, you know, if we had like an X-Men standalone game, you know, if we had a Captain America standalone game, an Iron Man game, a new Hulk game, standalone game, like, the play styles are there, and this game proves it. Like, if this game proves it, you know, a Black Widow game, like, man, I would love some standalone Marvel hero games. A Fantastic Four game, like, it's endless. It's endless. It's endless. They could really sell some. They can really listen. They could really sell. They could really sell some games if they do it right. Marvel's got all of it's, and it's that's the thing too, and that's one thing. That's one reason why I'm so excited for this game, because in the Marvel universe, there's so many stories that you can tell, right? So, like, for example, for this game, the main villain for the initial game is going to be MODOK and AIM, right? But, you know, if they do like a big expansion, if they treat this like Destiny, right? Where, you know, every year Destiny has this big year expansion, like big expansion every year. So if they treat this like Destiny, right? So we've got MODOK for the initial game, right? Then, come out a year later and they add in the X-Men, and then they add in Magneto and the mutants and the Sentinels as like the enemies and stuff like that. And you also add the X-Men heroes, and it's the Avengers and the X-Men, right? Then, another year expansion could be Galactus and Silver Surfer and those types of enemies, right? Then another year it can be Doom. Then another year it could be Thanos. Like, it's endless. It's endless. They can really create something crazy here. And this is why I can't stress this enough. I really want Crystal Dynamics, Square Enix, and Marvel to truly understand what you have created here. Because essentially what this game is, especially after playing it, like I already had my assumptions, seeing the gameplay and stuff like that, but after playing it, it's 100% true. This game is what Marvel Ultimate Alliance should have evolved into. This is Marvel Ultimate Alliance on crack. This is Marvel Ultimate Alliance on crack. Right? So if they do this right, they can really have something big here. And I'm here for it. Like, I'm really excited. Because, Ultron. One of the years, one of the expansions can be Ultron, Age of Ultron. And it's Jarvis gone wild. And or whatever, if they follow the movie route, or if they follow the comic book route, and this guy, you got to fight Ultron and his enemies. It's just so much here. There's so much here. You can add Juggernaut. You can add She-Hulk. You can add Vision and Scarlet Witch and Wolverine and Cyclops. They really are playing with a big canvas here. And I really, really, really want them to really treat this as such. Because it's really easy for them to fuck this up. It's real easy for them to fuck this up. Right? Because, I won't say it's easy. It's hard for them to mess this up, but it's also easy. It's a little bit of both, right? Because there's so much to do here. But if it's not done right, or if there's not enough done in a good amount of time, it's gonna mess up the success of this game. Because who doesn't love Marvel? Everyone loves Marvel. The combat and everything is fun. It's real easy to play with your friends. And if they treat it right, a ton of stuff to do at launch, a ton of stuff to hold us over. Then it's gonna be on a PS5. Then we're getting Spider-Man in his own storyline in 2021. And then this winter, we're getting Hawkeye and his whole storyline, and he's getting added. And then there's going to be all types of stuff to do with that, and do this and that. And yes, Court. X-Men versus Avengers, which is a comic book, by the way, guys. Look it up. X-Men versus Avengers is a comic book. They can do that. It's so much. It's so much. The canvas is big here. So I want this game to succeed. I want this game to do well. And I really want them to really put their all into this game. But in terms of my enjoyment, in terms of what Social Joins, what's good, bro? Yeah, I ain't seen you in a minute, Social. What's good, man? I'm glad you here. I'm glad you good, bro. It's been a minute. I haven't seen you in a minute, man. As long as the games are good, as long as they're doing everything they can with this game, as long as they're doing right by this game, I really think this game is going to be a success. Again, my score for the game, for the beta, is an 8 out of 10. Fun, great game, great combat, real easy to pick up and play. I love it. Just fix the performance issues and we're good. The performance, the camera, and the lock-on. That's all the stuff that needs to be fixed. That's it. In my opinion, that's as far as what I see. That's all that I feel needs to be fixed. No lie. Barry live right now? Is that Barry? Hold up. Let me where Barry at? Hold up. Barry streaming right now. Let me I'm gonna tell him go to join the Discord. He's streaming right now. I didn't know Barry was live. We about to see what's up. See if he joined the Discord. Let me see if he. They say he. Is he? Is he live? Oh, he about to go live. Oh, okay, hold up. Why does it say? It say he live. It say Barry live, but he not. Yo, I just got the notification that you live, but you're not. I'm doing my live. I'm live right now. Yo, guys, say what's up to Barry. Barry in the chat. Say what up, bro. I don't know if Barry there. Yo, but huh?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yo, yeah. Say what's up to everybody in the Yo, Barry, we got Barry here. Say what up, man.
Yo, what's good, man? What's good? Yeah, yo, I was gonna go live like around 7. But I was like, all right, since you you know what I mean, since you already streaming, you know what I mean, I give my impression. I'll probably give mine like tomorrow, just stream
No.
tomorrow.
I thought you were already live, so I was gonna just jump in. I was just gonna jump into you. We jump into each other's shit, and that was it. I thought
Oh,
because
right.
I had got the notification. I just looked at my phone and it said you were live 36 minutes ago. I'm like, huh?
Oh,
So
no,
I
no,
looked, and it wasn't
I
there.
said it. I said it for 7.
Yeah,
So,
no, still do your shit. I was closing up anyway.
all right, one
Still
second,
do
let me
your
do
shit.
it.
But yeah, guys, my shit. You know, like I said, the beta was dope. I really enjoyed the beta. I love this game.
Yo,
I
what Court said?
Huh?
Yo, Court, yo, Court, no disrespect. I'm the best Iron Man out here, boy.
Uh,
Yo, listen, yo, ask Persona, man. Yo, I body dudes level 30, level 40, level 45, one combo straight.
I ain't gonna
All
lie.
life is dead.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Barry is nice with the
My Iron Man nasty, bro. Like, trust. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet, yo. I just been putting a little tidbits here and there. Y'all be looping cats, dog. Like,
yeah.
shout out to my man Court, though. Yo, the thing is, I'm excited for Thor. That's who I'm waiting for. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, I want Thor.
I know you're a Thor fan, boy, man. You excited for that Thor, man? I'm waiting for that Captain America, man. Yo, tell me the surprise, tell me the surprise enjoyment with Black Widow, bro. Tell me Black Widow wasn't crazy, bro.
Yo, no lie. All right, so let me set it up, yo. Let me set it up because, I started streaming. I started playing the single player stuff, but we had to do other things, and then so basically on Friday, you guys, it was you, Sick, and Court was playing online, but I still had to do some missions. So they already had their characters locked. Sick had Kamala, Persona had Hulk, and Court had Captain. Iron Man. So I was like, all right, so Captain, what's the name? Black Widow's the last character left, to play in the beta. So I was like, all right, when I'm gonna come in there, if somebody don't pick Iron Man, I was gonna steal it off the rip, right? Yeah, no lie. So I end up getting what's her name? Black Widow. But when I start playing with her, I was like, yo, this character's kind of fire, yo. Like her grapple counter is beast mode.
Yes.
She has this sweep when she holds square, she does this sweep that pops you up so you can loop combos. It's ridiculous that you can do with her. Yo, her special abilities too, like her electric stun thing is a good little AoE, and I'm pretty sure when the game fully come out, that AoE is going to expand more as you level up those like those specials and stuff like that.
I didn't believe Barry though. He was like,
Yeah,
"Yo, Black Widow fire." I'm like, "What? Get the fuck out of here!" But then,
she fired, bro.
yeah,
She fired.
she
And the
surprised
reason
me.
why the reason why I like her because like her diversity, she don't have the diversity like Iron Man as far as air combat, ground combat and stuff like that. But she has the range with the guns. She has different guns, so she has the SMGs, she has the pistols, and she had the Magnum. That Magnum, yo, you doing like 1,500 off of a headshot, bro.
Yeah,
On body, you're doing like 1,100.
yeah.
No joke.
It take down
Remember
the
Persona?
shield. It take down the shield in one shot.
Take down the shield mad quick.
Yeah.
It would take out a turret with one shot from the Magnum. It's crazy OP, and it also depends on the abilities you hook up with the game as well, man.
Yeah.
Oh, what's good, Chuck? What's good? The truth. Now my chat don't want to show. It was showing up at first, but I don't know what's going on. It ain't showing up now. I don't know what the hell's. Yo, when I do the new YouTube thing, I gotta play around with this new YouTube thing some more. But now, yo, I like Black Widow a lot, man. She's very diverse. Her combo structure seems like more like a fighting game. You know what I mean? Where you're not just one thing with this game, you're not just mashing buttons, square. Yeah, you can do those things, but yo, if you want to do the damage, the heavy hitting stuff, you gotta explore some of these combos, bro, with this game, man. Like that's why I love Iron Man, because with Iron Man, you can start from the ground and then
bring them up.
You bring them all the way up,
Yeah,
and you still linking that combo, and then you can bring them back on the ground, and then you can pop them back up again if you hold square, because he does an uppercut, and then you just hit him with the beam, boom, and just do the same combo again. Yo, trust y'all got gameplay for day, yo, it's coming. Trust,
Yeah,
yo, trust.
I got some. Like on the last day, before you had got in there, I was practicing combos with Iron Man and Black Widow. I got some stuff. I got a couple things.
Black Widow combos is Kamala combos is kind of sick too. Like Hulk, don't get it twisted. Hulk is good too. I enjoy playing with Hulk as well, but the other characters to me, like as far as Hulk got the least time, so I didn't really get to really explore anything from him. But I see the potential with him already. Like once you level up that charge, when he's get the running charge, the little shoulder charge, like I feel like his gameplay just opens up even more. And then when you get the square and triangle move where you just lift the earth up and you pop them up a little bit, that's just crazy. You know what I mean? But I feel like when it comes to like Iron Man and because I played in the most, Iron Man and Black Widow I played the most, like the combo structure for them is just like, I can't wait for the next beta. And then Kamala jump heavy is so nasty because that jump pops you up again. So she does a little the jump kick, and the kick scoops from the ground to the air.
Up. Yeah.
And it kicks them up so you can link.
And then when they're falling, you can hit it again and kick them back up and keep going.
Yeah.
And everyone's got a combo loop. Except for Hulk,
saying.
though. Hulk don't really got no combo loops. At least I haven't figured out.
You gotta explore it. I'm pretty sure he has it. But I'm saying like when you have him in the air and you probably loop them like 2 times, you hold that square because she got the ability where she can hold square and she comes down with the leg.
Yeah.
So that leg causes so much stun where it has them on the ground, and then you can still
back up.
They don't bounce up with the leg because the stun is real. But if you hold square after that, it will knock them back up, and now you can just loop again. It's ridiculous. But the thing is about the game, you can pull off some insane combos, but on a higher difficulty, you got to watch those enemies that's shooting from range. That's why it's good to take out the range enemies first, and then you go take out the enemies that's like the more brawlers, so you can do like your like your vicious combos and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, the combo system in the game. I agree. The range characters, if you're not taking out the range enemies, you're gonna get washed straight like that, because they got heat seeking, like not missiles but like lasers and beams, and it's crazy. Like you got to take out these ranged enemies because they will 2-shot you.
And that's and they also have the they suppress you as well.
Yes.
So they will suppress your abilities.
Yes, they will.
And that's why I feel like Iron Man and Thor is going to come in so clutch, because pretty much every time when we was playing together and I was Iron Man and I think you was messing with Kamala or Hulk, what I did, I was just taking out those turrets and the range characters because like his gameplay, he can get in and get out. You know what I mean? Let's take those things out, and then once those things are out, and I go in and do these loops because you can't do the loops for them enemies out there because they gonna hit you.
Yeah.
They're gonna hit you. But later in the beta, I got so good with the dodge where I was looping cats, then dudes trying to shoot me from afar, and I dodged that person, did the dive, boop, pop that person back up, and then we just content out. Yo, it's so sick, man. I love this game, bro. I love this game, man. At first, I'm gonna keep it a stack. At first, I was like, ugh. I'm not liking how these cutscene
Yeah, you threw me off when you was like, "Yo, I'm not feeling this." I was like, "What?"
Yo, like I said, I get a bad rep around here where people think like I don't be like talking my truth. Like, I tell it all. I lay it all on the floor. I speak from the heart, man. You know what I mean? So when my first impression of the game, I was like, yo, I'm not really feeling this because the cutscene transitions was whack as hell. I was like, come on, man, y'all better than this. Then I'm noticing like they probably chopped this shit up because they don't want to like break story stuff. So I can guess like, okay, this was chopped up because I was watching my gameplay of the demo sequence and I was like, yeah, I think they chopped this area up because that's why it looks so weird. Like it looked
like
bad.
It's like it skipped. If it looks like it skips a bunch of important details. I'm like, wait, we're just doing this into this. Then it just cuts straight to Widow and I'm like, what the hell? Okay.
It was some weird cuts, but I'm like, okay, I'm guessing they cut some stuff out. But then I was like, yo, the combat at first it felt really, really slow. You know what I mean? When I was playing Thor, when I was playing everybody, I was like, damn, this is pretty slow. The tutorial boss fight wasn't to me it was a good boss fight, but it wasn't a boss fight that I was like, okay, this is gonna wet my whistle with this game. You know what I mean? But once I start playing as Hulk, when I got to Hulk and Kamala area, I was walking around as Bruce. I was like, yo, these walk animations is trash. The environment, yo, you can live this environment up. This is supposed to be a forest, and it's just brown and green. You know what I mean? Put some flowers in this motherfucker. Like, yo, what's going on here? I was a little pissed. But then I started playing as Hulk again. I was like, you know what? Let me learn this game, man, and give this joint a shot. And I'm playing the game, and I'm just like, yo, I'm liking Hulk. I didn't want to put that on Twitter. Got no person's gonna come out crazy. I was like, yo, I'm liking Hulk. And then the Abomination boss fight, the fire and fire. I was like, yo, this is the boss fight. This should have been the tutorial boss fight. You know what I mean? This is fire.
You know what's funny? The Hulk area should have been the tutorial area starting off the beta. That should have been the tutorial.
Probably. Well, I guess they wanted you to get everybody mixed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, yo, this is fine. Then I started playing as Kamala. I was like, yo, I'm really liking Kamala's gameplay. She's pretty much Mr. Fantastic on steroids a little bit. She's dope. You know what I mean? And then that's when I stopped after the Kamala when I got to the room and all that stuff. And then I got on with you guys and I started playing Black Widow. And Sick in Court was like, yo, we about to play him brutal. And I was like, yo, bro, like my Black Widow was like level 0. We only got like level 6 gear. You know what I mean? So our power level was like level 6. It's pretty much a one shot, we done. But yo, we died a lot, but we was chopping them dudes. I was like, yo, this Black Widow is nasty. I was like, ooh, I like her combo structure. She's crazy. Then she has one of the most OP support abilities. When she turns, if you're in that range of her, she turns everybody invisible. So the enemies can't see you. You just sneak up on cats. Yo, it's crazy good.
You know what's crazy? I actually think she has one of the best ultimates too. That staff.
Oh yeah. That staff, yo, she's yo, that junk does Hulk hit stun, bro. It's
the juggle potential is crazy with that damn staff, bro.
It's ridiculous, and especially on robot enemies, that staff is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, yo, you can link triangle, and then go into square, like, because the third triangle is gonna pop them. Then you have the square where she does the little loop joints, and then you can just hold the triangle, and it's like boom, and they pretty much dead after that, bro. They dead. But yeah, she's super good, man. Yo, the mechanics in the game is really deep, man. It's like, I feel like a lot of people, they play the tutorial where you learn all the things, right? You remember the first harm mission when you playing as Iron Man, where they taught you how to do the parry, and they taught you how to do the you can go behind, like shield the enemy's back when you hold circle and then hold and press forward.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they just cut those stuff out. They stop doing that. You know what I mean? I feel like, and when they just fighting this, press the square.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were treating this as like a mash fest, and I'm like, no, bro,
Yeah.
you kind of gotta know what you're doing in this game, because if you don't, you're gonna get caught up. You can dodge those beams, you can slow time, you can do the parries and all this. Like
Hey, yo,
it's very
Kamala's.
deep.
Everybody have a different ability when you press like R2, like your defensive mechanic, right? Hulk, he has the rage, where his attacks is going to increase, his hit stun is going to increase. So when he hits you, that motherfucker is hitting you. And also, when he's taking damage, he has willpower, so he's getting stronger and stronger while that meter of rage is there. So you know what I mean. So a Hulk joint is kind of OP. If you have full that, because there's two bars, you have your health bar and you have your little meter. I forgot what it's called. Everybody meter is different. Hulk second one is his rage. Kamala is really good because Kamala, she grows taller, but once she grows taller, she also has she can dodge. So you can perfect dodge with her, or she can dodge incoming like attacks, like a gun or a missile. She would dodge that when you're holding what you call it, R1, but it's only for one attack. So sometimes you gotta let it go, then press it back again. But she also increases her strength for her attacks. Black Widow, she does the grapple counter. So anytime you see an attack coming, it could be a white or a yellow one. You press that grapple counter, and you pretty much gonna loop them after that, because they're gonna be in like an air stunt state where they're kind of stunned. Iron Man jump is OP, because if you're getting ganged up by anybody, and Iron Man press R2 and counters the actual hit when you time it properly, and he does the parry, everybody getting dizzy, and you're gonna take him for a ride. You know what I mean? But I like that. I like how everything that feels so different between each character, man. It's really, really dope, man. And those defensive mechanics is really good. Everybody have their, generic, like dodge. You can do your roll and stuff like that. But when you press that R2 button, that's where it comes different. Where this player is a little bit different than how you playing this character. You know what I mean? But yeah, I love this game. I don't know. I know I just took over. I was just like, yo, I got to talk about this game, man. It was on my mind all day at work.
Yo, tell me this, Barry. When you woke up this morning, did you turn on the game to see if the beta still worked, or was that just me?
Busted, yo. So I woke up this morning and I saw they was like, yo, it says 12 a.m. Pacific time. So I didn't really read it correctly because I was still, bright and early in the morning. So I was like, yo, so they're going to close this at 12 p.m.? Oh, let me try to go on real quick. This is like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, let me go on real quick, bruh. You know what I mean? I was like, nope, it's not available. Yo, Mr. Corleone Plus Ultra, what's good? Yo, Blue Mustang, what's up, man? Logical Nonsense. Yo, Chuck and the Truth, what's good, man? But, yo, I definitely tried. If I could get in there some more. And, yo, they extended the beta, too, man. So, I came off at like 9 something. I don't know if you.
Yeah, I played like one more and then I ended up getting off as well.
You know what I mean? I was like, yo,
at 9 and they ended it at 12 Pacific at that. So we could have played for a minute.
For a minute, bruh. Yo, I could have leveled up all the characters, because Kamala was almost max level, and I just had to level up Hulk max level.
Yeah.
Pretty much almost. I maxed out Black Widow. I maxed out Iron Man. Almost maxed out Kamala. I think I was at level 14 and my power was like at 35 with Kamala. Mm-hmm. And Hulk, I had Hulk at like level 6.
Mm-hmm. In terms of Black Widow, I was saying that like I think we're getting an early glimpse of how Spider-Man's gonna fight. Would you agree?
Not really.
Not one to one, but like the grappling feels very Spider-Man-ish, man.
Well, you're gonna get like the web zips and all that stuff with Spider-Man, but that's one of my gripes as well. Like the grapple was cool, but I felt like it could have felt more
Yo,
fluid.
this
You know,
combo's nice, bro. You juggling the shit out this. I'm looking at your
you know,
stream.
I'm trying
I'm
to, I'm
looking at
trying
your
to tell
stream.
you, bro. I'm trying to, yo,
Yo,
listen,
that
bro.
mid-air
I'm
combo
trying
with
to tell you.
Black Widow was nice, bro. I was.
Trying to tell, and this one we was playing with Sick and Courtney, so I was just
Yeah,
learning these stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You're gonna see when I fully learn this character and the combos that I do. Like I'm fighting on, I'm either fighting on the third difficulty or brutal, and I'm wiping these enemies out with these combos, yo. The straight combo, just
Juggle
wiping them out.
Central. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Straight juggles. But nah, man, this game, I can see myself playing. Because one thing is Marvel characters. I love Marvel. I'm a huge Marvel fan. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people say that out here, yo, but trust me, when it comes to this Marvel shit, I don't play around. You know what I mean? I love Marvel, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the seeing these characters in this game and how they play and how true they is to some of their abilities to in like where you grew up reading or see in like a cartoon or stuff like that, you see these abilities and it's like, yo, they really chain these stuff together, man. Really dope.
My
You know what I
only
mean?
gripe is
And
with Iron Man, he sounds too much like Deadpool with some of his shit.
okay, the same it's Nolan North.
It's Nolan North. I just I wish he was a little bit more like his adult. He would be like quirky and stuff, but he was like too like kitty quirky and not like adult quirky. You get what I mean?
He got some jokes where he said some stuff like something about like, oh, that's a song.
Oh yeah.
Said something, yo, but I forgot it, yo. But not,
said,
yo.
take this, my man. And he's like, that's a song, something like that.
There's a lot of gripes that I had, like especially with Iron Man and what you call it, Black Widow, where I feel like some of the attacks don't come out. Iron Man, I understand like his other gauge is due to like his power, like his reactor core. So when you're using the repulsor or you're using the beam or the missiles, that's taking away energy from the actual suit, and you got to make it, recover, right? But there's times where you have these hold attacks for Iron Man, and where you have hold repulsor. Sometimes that doesn't come out where you press triangle, you get like the shield come out. Like, no, that's not what I'm trying to hold him so I can pop this dude up. You know what I mean? And he doesn't come out. And sometimes I'll have full gauge, the yellow gauge, I'll have that full. And Black Widow, same thing what happened with her too. Like her combos doesn't really rely on that gauge, but she will have when I try to press, she has a hold button, right? Where we press hold and triangle, she throws like a little grenade and it pops them up. But sometimes that doesn't come out. The grappling thing will come out. The R2 attack will come out. And I'm like, no, that's mad weird. Like, they got to fix that. The finishers, triangle and square, sometimes those things doesn't come out where you're pressing triangle and square and you're getting either the shield or you're getting another button. It's like, yo, I'm trying to finish this dude off. It's not coming out. And I know it's not coming out because, I was using the Astros, and there's sometimes where I would use the back button for circle and I press triangle for, the face button to link that. And it was still wouldn't pop it sometimes, man. And I use that controller all the time. The frame rate is pretty obvious, right?
Yeah, the frames, the lock on, those were the stuff.
Oh
that I was talking
yeah,
about.
yo, the lock on. Ice Queen Game, what's up? The lock on definitely needs work, bro. Like they need to. I don't know what it is, man, but yo, Ghost of Tsushima spoiled us, man. It spoiled us because Ghost of Tsushima, they get it right when it comes to the intensity of the battle, where even if you have like a group of enemies attacking you, that semi lock on with the left stick is perfect. And I think this game needs that as well, because who used the lock on? Have you pressed
used
R3?
it a little bit, and then I was like, nah, I'm good.
Probably for like one of the big little drone bots, right? The little drone bots, you probably use that so you can focus on him. But it's really pointless because enemies be teleporting, enemies be dashing, sometimes enemies be flying. It's really, really stupid. The lock on needs work. It definitely needs it needs somewhere. I feel like they should just go to Ghost of Tsushima route. And if you want to press the R3 to lock on a specific enemy, then hey, you can do that. But I think they need to go to Ghost of Tsushima with that semi L stick to lock on to the character where you're fighting against. I think they need that. What else I had here? I had incoming attacks from like shielded enemies, especially shielded enemies. Oh, so there's three attacks that enemies do. They have the white attacks. Well, there's more than three, but I'm talking about melee attacks. They have the white attacks where you can easily just like block that or dodge that. You have the yellow ones where you can block that and dodge that. I mean, or counter. If you use it, if your character have a counter, uh, and you can counter those, right? And then you have your red attacks, where the red attacks is pretty much like an unblockable, where you can't, you have to dodge that, regardless if it's an AOE detonator or enemies blowing up. You can always dodge that if your timing is right. But enemies with shields, it is very hard to see their white or yellow attacks, especially if you're attacking. So you could be attacking like one of those shielded enemies, those shielded bots, right? And we wailing on this dude trying to break down the shield, and an attack will come when you get popped because you can't really see it because they need to highlight the color a little bit more to know that joint is coming. There's many times where I'm like, yo, I didn't even see that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can probably look at the animation, but there's a lot of times where you probably a group you as a group is fighting this one enemy, and sometimes a teammate is blocking you where you can't see something like that. But I feel like the red attacks, you can easily see that coming, but the yellow attacks, they definitely need to highlight that a little bit more, and the white ones as well. They need to highlight that a little bit more because it's very hard to see.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna stop the stream right here. Go over to Barry's channel and listen to his impressions, man, because he got a lot that he talking about. So definitely go over to Barry's channel. I'm gonna put the link in the description in the chat. Y'all go to his channel, watch his impressions.
Yeah, man, for sure. Like I said, I didn't know he was. Yeah, he did say he was going live, right? I wasn't even thinking he was going live.
Yeah.
But missiles and shields are Hulk Buster. No, the missiles is no issue. I just dodge the missiles because one of my favorite things is like when you dodge, you have a follow-up attack. So Iron Man, especially like when he dodges, he has his repulsor where he does two.
Yo, y'all go watch Barry's channel. I just put it in the description. Go check his out. Go check out his impressions. Like I said, mine's is pretty much a 8 out of 10. It was dope. I enjoyed it a lot. So this weekend I'm gonna be streaming it some more. I'm also gonna be streaming the Tony Hawk beta, and yeah, that's it, guys. I appreciate y'all coming through. Go over to Barry's channel. Go to his channel, and go finish and watch his impressions because he's definitely got a lot to talk about as well. And yeah, appreciate you guys coming through. Please be safe, and I'll holler at you guys. Peace.